Everybody, thanks for watching the video. So in this one I'm going to be taking a little break from Game of War, and I'm going to show you guys a new game that just came out the other day, and I've been playing it for a few days now, leveling up and stuff like that. I'm just going to go through, show you guys what it's like and all that. And if you guys like it, I am on server 24 if you guys want to come join me, and we can do pretty well together. So that offer's out there if you guys want to come join and play around with me and see what this game is like. Alright, so the name of this game is Pirates of the Caribbean Tides of War. It is made by Joy City and Disney. And there was actually another game, if you guys had the chance to try it out. It was called Oceans and Empires. It was actually pretty much the same game. It's just a different theme. It's themed after Pirates of the Caribbean now, but there was another game pretty much exactly like it. There is a few minor things that is different, like how the battles play out and how some of this stuff works, but other than that, it's pretty much the same game. So if you guys got the chance to play that, this is pretty much the same thing. Now, comparing this to Game of War and Mobile Strike, if you guys have played that, comparing it to that, this game is, to me, I like it a lot better. For one, it is not completely pay to win. Everything can be achieved by just playing the game itself, by farming or killing monsters or going out and collecting it off the Empire cities or regular people. You can achieve anything in this game without actually paying for it. It's not you have to spend to actually do anything at all. So yeah, that is a perk to actually play in this game. I do like that aspect of the game. There's a few things I do not like, but overall I am pretty happy with this game. It seems pretty fun, and it's getting more and more intense with the higher level you go, with adding in rallies and everything else. So it's starting to get a little bit more fun than it was just building up and stuff like that. Alright. Anyways, so you have your basic little stronghold layout. You have your big building, which you can level up and do other things with it, put on your buffs, all that. You have your weapon crafting workshop. You have your troop training place, which is actually a pub to hire the pirates, which is pretty cool. You have your cannon workshop. You have your little lore collection, which is where you research and do other things like that. You have your prison, which the prison's pretty cool. You can actually go hit somebody or hit one of the Empire cities, which is one of the AI bots that are roaming the map, and you guys can go hit those and get resources, get kills off of them, whatever. But you can actually take the other people's troops prisoner, and you can convert them into your troops, or you can release them and all that kind of stuff. You can also take the other person's gear, which is a pretty cool aspect of the game, but it doesn't happen too often. But you do have a chance to take a piece of their gear and then ransom it back to them for like 200 gold or so, something like that. You have your pirate hall, which is, if you guys play Game of War, this is kind of like your embassy and your what's it called? Hall of War mixed together. You can get reinforcements, and you can fill your rallies with this. You get your helps and all that out of this building. Alright, let's see what else you got over here. You have your tavern, which this is another thing that I like about the game. The tavern is your troop capacity building. It will decrease the amount of food your pirates eat and stuff the more you level it up. And the more you level it up, the more pirates you can have, which is basically your troops. And that's a cool part of the game. It's not going to end up like Game of War, Mobile Strike, any game like that, because it has a limit on how many you can actually build. People can't just overkill their troops to incredible sizes and just be fine, never be hit. It's just a boring way to play that way. Having a limited amount of pirates and stuff, there's going to be a lot more strategy and stuff involved. You can only hit so many times. You can only hit so many times before you run out of pirates and have to rebuild or so. You can only take a certain amount of hits before you have to shield or run or change something up. It's just going to add it's going to add a fun edge to the game. That's just my point of view of it. Some of you guys may like building millions and billions and trillions of troops, and I just don't like doing that. I'd rather have a small amount that you have to be strategic with and try to get the most out of a small amount that you can get. And that's just how I like to play. Alright, so you have your forge where you can craft gear, which right now there is only 2 sets of gear that you can build, but I'm assuming they are going to add more in later on, and they're going to add in like a combining thing, because right now it is just a pure chance to be able to get higher tiers, which isn't all that hard. It does take quite a few tries, but you can get tier 6. I actually have 2 tier 6 pieces, and I haven't even messed with it all that much. I've got a couple tier 4s, tier 5, and another tier 4. So overall, it's not too hard to craft your gear right now, but it is just chance right now. And then they're going to add in, what was it? They're going to add in combining. So if you guys play Game War, you can combine your equipment and get higher tier stuff. And they're going to unlock more pieces that you can add in here, so you can get different stats on the gear sets and stuff like that. But right now it is just chance to get tier 6, which is 2%, 3.5% for 5, 9%, so on and so forth. Alright, let's see, what else do we got in here? We got a hospital, which is the healer's hut, and then you can heal your troops. You got each one of your boats, which this is another cool thing that I like. Who doesn't like pirates, guys? You can actually get different types of boats, and then each one has its own how should I say it, special abilities, I guess. Some of them can hold more troops, some of them do more attacks, some of them are faster, that kind of thing. And I'll just go through the boats real quick, which is your shipyard. That's where you're going to build your boats and set them out. Alright, so let's just start with the first one. You guys are going to start out with this Caravel Latina, which is basically your starter boat. It's really weak, doesn't really do a whole lot. But you guys can quickly advance to the next one, which is the Quebec, I don't know how to say that. But this one is a little better. You can use that one for a little while at least. And then you can advance on to your next one, which is your first little fairly decent boat to hit something with. You can start killing some higher level monsters and stuff like that with that. And then you have your Carrack, I'm not sure how to say that one either, but this is your first artillery ship, which does high damage for when you got it. But first chance you get, you want to upgrade to a flute, which is, I think, 13, level 13. See, I think that's what it is. But when you can, you want to upgrade to this, because that's a lot better than any of these right here. Alright, and then, at least for now, this may end up being more strategic later on, and you might have to use the lower tier ones or something like that. A lot of these games end up doing that, like the lower tier ones can sometimes be better than the higher tier ones with certain mixes and stuff like that. But anyways, for now, the flute is working really nice, and then I do have one galleon that right now isn't working too well. You get that from the starter login rewards. You guys will see that if you do decide to play, and you can get a flute and a galleon like the first day or two of playing, because you every time you log in it starts counting down or something on this like daily login thing, and you will get these at the end of that. And then the bomb vessels at level 19 city, which I haven't got there yet, but these are some pretty strong ships that these are actually in the other one, and these were actually pretty nice to have. They mess pretty much everything up. They are a large artillery ship equipped with higher firepower cannons. And then you have your frigates and heavy galleons, which I never played with these two, so I could not tell you if they work good or not. Alright, let's see. Oh, this is another cool thing that they added in. I'm not sure if the If the other one that they had, Oceans and Empires, actually had this feature, I stopped playing it about a month or two in, but I think this is new to me anyways. So you have the actual Black Pearl. You can get the Black Pearl in this game. And this one you can level up and upgrade it different ways. And this, I'm not sure what leveling it up actually does. I'm assuming it makes it stronger, or I'm not sure. It does not tell you what it does. I guess if I paid attention to the stats after I did it, I guess that would change. I'm not sure what it actually does when you level it. But upgrading it, you can do more firepower, more hunting rewards, better capacity, stronger hull, etc. You got collecting speed, everything else. Alright. So that's a pretty cool addition that you could actually use the Black Pearl. I'm a big fan of Pirates of the Caribbean, so that's pretty cool. And when you march, I'm not sure if it's that or it's the night cycle of the game, but your city actually gets dark and cloudy and thunder's rolling and all. I'm not sure if it's the Black Pearl or it's the night cycle of the game, but it's pretty cool when it happens. Alright. The other ships, you can upgrade them. You can do cannon caliber, hunting rewards, capacity, all that other stuff. It's pretty much the same stuff, you just can't level it up like that one. I'm not sure what the leveling part actually does. I'm assuming it just increases the stats. But to actually get the Black Pearl, you have to get to level 5, I think. Yeah, I think it's level 5, and then you can talk to Jack Sparrow here and go into the Shansa's cave and do this little tutorial thing, which I was going to do for you guys, but I figured it would be better if you guys went and did it yourselves, because it's a cool little kind of like a little cutscene and little action thing that you guys can do. And yeah, I'm gonna wait and let you guys do that part. And that's how you unlock the Black Pearl, and you'll be able to use that, and it gives you a special ability of evasion, I think. It set it up at the top if you guys didn't read it. If I can click it. Oops. Details. Increases evasion ability by 0 for ships with Black Pearl. I haven't unlocked it high enough to do that, I guess. I'm not sure. But it will eventually give you an evasion ability. Alright, anyways. So you have your lighthouse, which will detect your scouts and other stuff like that. You have a storehouse, which if you guys are playing and you see a merchant ship, if you hit that merchant ship, you're going to get some kind of trade good, and then when you bring that back, you can go in and search at all the different ports. And if you have one of these down here, you can actually get the trade info for the nearest 5 port or nearest 1 port or whatever. And then if one of your goods that you have is selling for a good price, you can get a best route and send that good over there to sell it, which is a good way to get silver. So that's a pretty neat way to do that you can actually go to ports and sell your stuff and that you collect and all that. I think that's a pretty neat addition to it. And then of course you have your depot, whatever, however you want to say it, but this is like your storehouse if you guys are Game Boy players. This stores your resources and allows you to have more resources in your city. But unlike Game War, this one's actually useful. Having this one higher level, you can actually have more resources in your city. It limits you on the amount of resources you can actually have at one time. So you can't just have insane amount of resources and stuff opened up and available to use right away. Now you can have tons and tons of resources in here that you could open later on, but you can't have it all open at one point. Alright, anyways, moving on, you have your farms and stuff like that. You got your wood, you got your food, you got your silver, and all that good stuff. A few more buildings to go through. Alright, so you have your marketplace, which you can go in and barter your silver away and your, what are they called? these things. I forget what they're called, but you get these from actually helping your alliance and donating resources and all that. And you can use gold and other resources to actually barter in here and get other stuff. Like you can give 473 of these for 3 5-minute speed ups. You can get 6,000 wood for 31,000 food, and so on and so forth, and it changes every time, which that would actually be nice to have. Should I buy it? I'll buy it. Why not? That was just a advanced teleport that takes you to a certain spot. Anyways, alright, let's see. So that is a pretty nice addition. That's a way to get some stuff if you need it and you have an abundant amount of silver, which at the start of the game you will have more silver than you need, so that will help you out a little bit at the beginning. Later on you do need silver a little bit more and more, but so far silver isn't really the issue. It's more food and wood that are the problem to get, which you can easily get that stuff from farming Empire cities and stuff like that. Alright, let's see. So you got the Crow's Nest Inn. This is a pretty cool feature that they have in here. You have your dice game, which every day this thing resets, and you have the chance to come in here and trade gold for food, wood, and silver. And each one starts out at 2 gold each, and you have 7 free games, usually every day. And then you just have a roll for you, and then it goes up to 4. It jumps 2 every single time, and then you can just keep doing that over and over and over every day, and you can get a little bit of food, wood, and silver if you wanted to. So that's a pretty neat addition, especially for non-spenders and people that don't really want to go out and farm and all that for every day, and they just wanted a little bit of extra resources. That's a pretty cool feature for that. Not sure how else to put it. Alright, anyways, Cave of Treasures. This is a neat little feature that they have. These are kind of like your boosts. You can collect these by killing monsters. Different level monsters will give you different ones and stuff like that, and each one has its rarity, I guess. Some are more rare than others. And then you can go in here, and you have 5 of them, and each one will give you a different boost. Like this one is resources. You can get I can get 131 minutes worth of resources done instantly, and that one's level 2, which these go up to 10, and 300 minutes worth at 10. Alright, so this one decreases your construction time by 1 hour and 10 minutes. Well, for me it does 1 hour and 10 minutes. Oops. Alright, then you got your Scholar's Study, which increases your movement speed for your boats and stuff when you set them out. Then you got your Royal Collection, which increases attack. And then you have the Ancient King's Tomb, which increases your troops' survival rate and I think health. Yeah, health at level 6 and up. It adds more health to them. Alright, so that's a pretty cool feature. You can go out, kill monsters, and collect these. And yeah, here's what they look like if you guys wanted to look at them. You got each one of these you can get from certain monsters and stuff like that. Which I'll go kill a few monsters here in a minute and show you guys what that's like. Oops. I guess I could have just did that and just clicked through them all. Whatever. Alright, let's see. Oh, my troops are done. Let's get that going again. Alright, I think I've showed you all the buildings and everything. Okay. Here's what I was talking about for the daily activity rewards thing. When you first start out, the 7th one will be your boats, if you guys were wondering about that. And then, of course, after that, it's going to be everyday rewards. It's not going to be like login rewards. But yeah. So this is what I'm going to get in 19 hours, that reward, and then I will get that stuff. So it's just a daily login thing. And then there is another thing that you can get. It's kind of like DBC if you guys play Game of War, the Daily Bonus Club. It is something that is offered for like $20, which is a lot cheaper than the Daily Bonus Club on Game of War, which is $100. Which that is a very nice thing that it's a lot cheaper. And you can get quite a bit of stuff out of this, which would take you quite a long ways actually. And it doesn't give a whole lot of resources and stuff like that, but the amount of gold and VIP and shields and stuff that it gives, that would be quite nice to have. But I'm not spending just yet. I might spend later on. I'm still figuring out if I want to play it or not, which I probably do. It's a very fun game right now. Alright, anyways, let's go kill some monsters and show you guys what that stuff is like. Alright, let's see. We don't want to hit one of those level 20s. I don't think I can kill one of those yet. Somebody burnt that little guy. Let's see. Let's hit that level 17 right there. That'll be a good one. Let's put all my boats in it. There's not really any fancy animations about doing this. I'm going to show you guys just what it's like killing a monster. Alright, so you got your little boat sailing away at this monster. Ancient octopus. He's an ugly little thing. And then the higher level you can get your boats and your city and everything, the higher level monster you can kill, which I think it goes up to 30 right now. There is level 30 stuff going around. Come on, boats, hurry up. 10, 9, 8, 7. I need to upgrade my movement speed. And there they go, getting into firing position, shooting the monster. And there you go, monster dead. It explodes on the boats after they turn around. Alright, anyways, I just figured you guys would find some interest in that maybe. Here's one of your port cities if you guys were wondering what I meant by that. And this is where you would send your boats after you get some trade goods and you could sell your stuff if you had what these guys were looking for. And then later on, it hasn't added in yet, but you will actually be able to conquest these later on and actually take over them. And each port city has its own little boost. Like this one, we're setting beside it because it has a research boost. When we take it over, you can have a 18% research speed. And each one will have a different one. Some have pirate health, some of them have ship attack, and some of them have like construction, all kinds of different stuff, and there's tons and tons of ports. Which actually the map on this, I think it is a lot bigger than Game of War maps if you guys play that. I would probably say it's about the size of 4 kingdoms. That's probably how big it is. See, I am this little dot, and that is my whole hive right there. And then you have tons and each one of these little dots like this is a port city. And yeah, it's a pretty big map. I'm not sure how big exactly if you wanted to compare it to other games, but it's a pretty large map. And then, as I said earlier, I am on Empire 24, which is pretty much Kingdom 24. If you guys wanted to come join me and join my alliance, see what the game is like, and if you like it, we can play, we can have some fun. If not, that's entirely your choice if you guys don't want to try it out. But it is pretty fun so far, and if you guys want to try it, come see what it's like. Alright, not sure what else. Oh, here's one of those trade ships that I was talking about. If you went and hit one of these, you would get this item, which each one has a different little symbol, and each one of those items will sell for more or less, depends on what port you go to, and yeah, some items are worth more than others and all that good stuff. Let's see. Of course, you have your resource tiles, which you can hit these and then farm all the resources off of them, all that good stuff. Right now, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much the basics of the game. And I will keep you guys updated, give you some more stuff. I actually rallied some people earlier, and I videoed it and all that, so I'm going to make another video and show you guys what that's like. It's pretty entertaining to watch, sending like 30, 40, 50 boats at people. That's just a pretty cool sight. Anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. Hopefully you like the game. Hopefully you will come and try it out with me. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.